You know what it is. This ain't wrestling. I put people to sleep. You feel me?
He ain't putting shit to sleep. He ain't putting shit to sleep.
Is gonna be gone. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
What color coffin you want? You dressed mighty swell right now.
Oh yeah.
What coffin you want?
When I'm finished, you gonna have to cut that whole beard off, dog.
What coffin you want?
What's good? What's good? It's the one and only, but what do I know? Boxer coming back at y'all with another one. Now, what you guys saw was a clip from 3 years ago. Jaron, Boots, Ennis, and Blair the Cobbs ran into each other, and that video was by Fight Hype. Make sure y'all go subscribe to them. But before I get into that, I want to go ahead and read what Terence Crawford had to say on his verified Instagram account, or Twitter account, should I say. He said he tagged him at Jaron Ennis. I guess he meant to say I didn't see the fight, but I heard about it. Stay focused and keep working on your craft. Every night's not going to be the same. Never get too comfortable in this game. If you're trying to get to the mecca of the sport, stay on your mission, because all it takes is one slip up. And that was the message that Terence Crawford had for Jaron Ennis after his fight last night. I thought that was really dope, man. Seeing how Terence Crawford could have taken that moment to bash Jaron Ennis, or whatever the situation may be. He instead took the moment to extend a hand, extend a welcoming, extend some positive feedback on what he saw, whatever. Because a lot of people are criticizing Jaron Ennis due to the performance that he had yesterday with Karen Chwanka. Now, this video is not going to be wrapped around that. This video is actually going to be wrapped around Blair Cobbs, who actually was at the fight, and not only at the fight, but he was at the press conference, or the post conference, with Jaron, Boots, Ennis, and Karen Chwanka, where he took the time out to call out Jaron Ennis. Now, this is my thing right here, okay? Excuse me. Jaron Ennis, if he cannot get a fight with any of the other champions, which he says he couldn't, Mario Barrios, I don't think he wants to fight him, Stanionis or whatever, and we all just recently heard about the situation with him and Brian Norman, where they had a falling out. He says nobody wants to fight him, right? And that might be true. All right. Now, up until recently, I haven't heard Conor Ben mentioning him, but Conor Ben just recently mentioned him after that performance too. All right, cool. If you can't get any of those fights, bro, then I do want to see him fight Blair Cobbs, as long as he can safely make 147 pounds, because I'm always advocating for the health of the fighter. If a fighter cannot make a weight anymore, then he does not need to compete there. But if he can make 147, I think he needs to fight Blair Cobbs. And the reason why I say that is because it always irritates me when a fighter says nobody wants to fight them, but then you have somebody that steps up and says, I want to fight you, and then that fighter then says, no, you bring nothing to the table. Now, granted, yes, is Blair Cobbs bringing the biggest money to the fight? No. Is Blair Cobbs the most well-known fighter? No. But what I mean in that is, though, Blair Cobbs has made somewhat of a name for himself. Now, he's not the biggest name. I'm not saying he's like a Tank Davis or anything like that, or like a Errol Spence or Terence Crawford. But what I am saying is, if none of these guys want to fight you, why not go ahead and fight Blair Cobbs? And y'all can have it right back in Philadelphia, seeing how both of y'all are from Pennsylvania. So it's like, that just makes the perfect sense to me. Blair Cobbs, he just beat Adrian Broner. Granted, yes, it was an Adrian Broner, and everybody knows AB is not the same AB. Whatever the situation may be, cool. He beat Maurice Hooker, cool. But I do feel like, bro, I mean, if nobody else is gonna fight you, go ahead and take this fight, bro. Like, why not, bro? Like, you can't, like, it just irritates me. Like, I remember when, and I'm not saying Jaron, and well, he did kind of do this, because at the press conference or at the post conference, they kind of shied away from him, saying like, you bring nothing to the table. But bro, like, David Avanesian didn't bring anything to the table either, bro. Like, why not go ahead and fight, dude, bro? Like, and I think Blair beats, not Blair. I think Jaron Ennis beats Blair Cobbs. Don't get it twisted. But I'm just saying that, like, Blair Cobbs knows how to sell a fight. And I know for a fact the trash talking will be on 10. He would definitely sell that fight. Why not go ahead and make that happen? it just reminds me of guys like Triple G, when Triple G was like nobody will fight him, and he was willing to fight, knock out anybody from 154 to 168. And Andre Ward stepped up, and then he's like, "Nah, I don't want to fight you. You got to come down on 164." Well, bro, you can't sit here and say nobody wants to fight you and dish out a challenge. Then when somebody comes knocking at your door, you want to say, "No, you got to fight me at 164. You're too much for me right now." Like, get out of here, bro. Like, nah, you can't do that, bro. You gotta, if somebody is stepping up to fight you, then why not go ahead and fight that person? I think that makes for an entertaining matchup. You know, I don't think that Blair. I mean, I don't think that Jaron Ennis should move up. If he can make 147, I don't think that he should move up to 154. But I also don't see him getting any fights with like the likes of a Mario Barrios or Stanionis, and not anytime, not in the near future at least. Like, I don't see those fights happening, just due to the fact that they're with the PBC. You know what I'm saying? And then I don't know, maybe he can double back around to Brian Norman, and they can see what they can do with that fight. I would still be interested in that. I'm pretty sure Brian Norman is ready for that. But if they can't come to an agreement, the next best person outside of Conor Benn, like I said, and if they can make and it should be no reason why they shouldn't make a Conor Benn fight. I mean, both are signed with Eddie Hearn. It's no reason why they can't make a Conor Benn fight. Go ahead and make that fight. If not, Blair Cobbs is the next best thing, bro. You know, Blair Cobbs, he can box. He can box. You know, he's not a bad boxer. He just is like, Blair Cobbs is like I don't know. I don't want to say not a weirdo, but he's like I don't know. Blair Cobbs is like a dork, bro. Like, I don't know. That's just the best way I can describe Blair Cobbs. I don't really. I look at like guys like Blair Cobbs. Like, if we was at high school, Blair Cobbs would be that dude that have you ever seen them guys that try to be cool but they really corny, and everybody knows they corny but they try to portray themselves like they think that people may think they're cool. Like, I don't know, it's hard to explain, but Blair Cobbs reminds me of those type of guys, bro. Like a corny dude that, like, you know, people be like, bro, dude weird, bro, like dude corny or goofy or whatever. But I don't know, and I don't say that to disrespect Blair, but that's just how I view him. I just look at Blair like that. But anyways, Blair is gonna settle the fight. Like, bottom line, Blair's gonna settle the fight. There's bad blood. Blair has actually been calling out Jaron Ennis for about 3 or 4 years now. And that video that you saw in the beginning of this clip was about 3 years ago. So Blair Cobbs has been calling for this fight. So it's like, bro, you can't say nobody wants to fight you. So I just would rather him fight Blair if he can't get the other fights or whatever. You know, as far as him, I definitely feel like he needs to stop going after like the likes of Terence Crawford. I just don't think. I mean, bro, that just he just moved himself backwards with the type of performance he had yesterday, and it wasn't a bad performance. I mean, I clearly thought he won the fight, but I just don't think that Terence Crawford. I don't think that he'll do well against Terence Crawford. He got some stuff he got to work on before getting to a Terence Crawford, in my opinion. But you know, I don't know, man. Good luck going up to 154. But I mean, I still think that he could beat the likes of like a Virgil Ortiz, who also didn't really look good in his last fight either. Let me see, Virgil Ortiz. Who else do I think he can beat? Bro, I'm gonna be honest. I think that he could beat Sebastian Fundora. I think he can. Him and Erickson Lubin. I would love to see that. Let me see. Who else is at 150? Let me look at the resume at the division at 154. And this is strictly just to see who I think he can beat. Let's see here. Yeah, I think he could. I still think he could beat Virgil Ortiz. That would be a great fight. I think he could beat Sebastian Fundora. I'm not sure about Errol Spence. Israel Madrimov. I don't know if he can beat Israel Madrimov. I think that's a great fight, but I'm not sure if he can beat dude. Terence Crawford, no. Jermell Charlo, no. Erickson Lubin, great fight. I'd love to see that. No, I don't think he should fight. That's the cat that just beat Tim Tszyu. I don't think he should fight dude. Xander Zayas, that'd be a good fight. I think he could beat Xander Zayas. Tim Tszyu, I think he could beat Tim Tszyu. Jesus Ramos, that'll be a great fight. Charles Conwell, another great fight. Ooh, I'd love to see that. But, I don't know. I don't know. Good luck moving up. I don't know if he can get a title right now at 154. So maybe, I don't know. Maybe he should stay at 147 as long as he can. The division's not stacked and all, but I don't know, man. It's a lot of fighters, dangerous fighters out there that don't have big names. And so it's like high risk, low reward type of fights at a lot of those at 154. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Let me know what you guys think. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. Who do you think would win between Blair and Jaron Ennis? But what do I know?